Hey guys, so it's been a long week in the hospital. I've been here since like either September 30th or October 1st. I don't really remember. We've been here for a while. I got discharged. I think I got discharged the day before yesterday, which I don't know the date. So, um, anyways, I was born October 2nd. Today is October, um, it's either the 6th or the 7th. I don't remember, and I'm not going to check. And I only got to have her in like my room for about like maybe like 6 hours, and then her blood sugar was reading like really low. Like she couldn't maintain her own blood sugar. No, I didn't have gestational diabetes. I was perfectly fine. Matter of fact, I lost weight during my pregnancy. I ate organic during my pregnancy, mostly. Um, um, I really wasn't around chemicals or anything. It just wasn't, I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. Blood sugar was reading low, and um, before that, they were not even going to let me deliver her vaginally because her heart rate was dropping all the way down to like 7. And, your heart rate's supposed to be like in the hundreds and 120, 110, stuff like that. It like dropped below while I was having just contractions. So, I had about at least like 20 people in my room when I was trying to give birth, and they were trying to convince me to have a C-section because they didn't think she was going to make it, all this stuff. And I told them no, because I already had a C-section and my situation just doesn't allow it. And so the doctor and everyone, the midwives, the NICU, which they say NICU, was in my hospital room, the whole like floor, because she was not like breathing. Her heart was stopping, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then so I had to have an augmented birth, which is like I still pushed her out, but they had to get this thing and section cut me, and it ripped me like everywhere. I have so many stitches. It hurts to sit down, obviously. um yeah, I have like 1st degrees, 2nd degrees of tears. It's in the video. I couldn't feel it at the time, but now obviously I don't have an epidural or any kind of pain medication because I don't even really like to take pain medication in the first place. So I'm really just trying to like stick it out. And again, this is a side note, but I used witch hazel one time in one of my videos, and I just want to let you know that witch hazel is your friend if you are having a vaginal birth. It like is speeding up my process of healing. They sell these witch hazel pads. They're called tucks, so you should get them if you just had a baby. It makes it easier to sit down. They feel refreshing and cooling for your stitches. It's just awesome. So, and it's natural. So I'll probably do a video about that. So anyways, so they took her. I didn't really get the skin to skin right away, and then we were fine. Everything was fine. She ended up being fine. They stitched me up. I ended up being okay. And then we got to our room, and then they kept checking her blood sugar because something read low. Then they This nurse, she was really efficient. I liked her. Her name was Kayla, but she spelled it differently. And and she just kept checking her blood sugar, and it was just really low. And you don't get like breast milk, which is what I'm doing in breastfeeding. You don't get breast milk until like 3 to 5 days after. So she wasn't like keeping on to her weight and stuff, and so they sent her to the NICU, and something new has happened like every day. I feel sort of responsible because I was denying the C-section, and I just feel like maybe if I would have done it, that she wouldn't have to be going through all this stuff upstairs. It's just like so emotional. Also, my son had a birthday on October 3rd, so it was his second birthday. I have one kid like in the hospital, and I have another kid that I cannot see, um, or couldn't even like tell him happy birthday, you know. So I know everyone sent me their videos that said, you know, happy birthday to him, and I was gonna make a video, but your guys' quality of camera sucks, and my editing stuff, it just was not. It was not a good video, so we'll have to redo that, and he'll be able to see it if we make him a video. So everyone who doesn't have an iPhone, record not in the front camera, record on the back camera, just FYI, because so right now what's happening with Layton is that she now I came up, today was supposed to be the day that she was going home with me. I picked her up, and I fed her like my breast milk and stuff that I had pumped at home. And then when I was holding her after and rocking her, because they have rocking chairs here, her thing like seriously flatlined, like the scariest thing like ever. I was holding her like in my arm like this, and she like stopped breathing. And like the last time I saw somebody not breathe, it was not good. So it was just nerve-wracking. They call it a Brady, like a code Brady, and I didn't know if it was like because I was like holding her wrong or something, or like I clearly know how to hold a baby, but no, they said that she like stops breathing in her sleep. So they have to keep her for another 3 days to observe her to make sure that she's gonna be okay, but they have to go through her other, because she's moved from one side to the other on the floor. So they have to go through her stuff because she has new nurses now, and they have to see if she's ever done that before. They were sort of and asked me like what happened, and what happened was after I was done feeding her, I was rocking her and she was falling asleep, and then her, you know, she's hooked up to all these monitors, and they started beeping, and I looked at her, and it was scary because, you know, you could see like little breaths. Well, I didn't see those, and I blew on her face, which is what you're supposed to do. I went like that, and then she kind of like moved a little bit, like breathing, and so they had to come over, and then I put her like on my shoulder right here, and sort of like tapped her on her back, and then she was like normal, but from that point on, you know, they like interviewed me and stuff, and so yeah, it was just, I mean, And that can be scary because if you take your kid home and then they're not breathing, you know what I mean, and they're not hooked up to monitors, you have to like seriously watch them all day, and it's just like very scary. So anyways, I'm still struggling. Yeah, this is stressful. I've been here since like September. um, she was born October 2nd, but I have been like at the hospital since September 30th, literally. Um, that's what it feels like. So, anyways, I guess if you guys do watch it, then this video, and you're a believer, then please send your prayers to my child, because I want her to be okay, first of all, and then I want her to not have any problems. I don't know why, like, we've had problems since seriously day one. I don't want her to come home and then we have to come back and forth because there's something wrong. So I just hope that they can find out what's going on and that she's gonna be okay. And anyways, just send your prayers, and I appreciate everyone who came to see her. Yeah, it just having a rough day, guys. Alright, sorry about my crazy hair and my face and my nose and my eyebrows. I wasn't ready. Anyways, okay, guys. So they are keeping her for 3 more days. She had a apnea where this middle line right here, I guess, went below what it should have been, which is her lungs. You could see her lungs. It's her oxygen intake. So they're gonna keep her here for some more observation.